Hello. Well, I'm here just sitting in the car park at the moment at the Royal Marsden Hospital, Surrey branch. I'm waiting for my husband, who's gone in for his consultant appointment. I'm not allowed in with him because we're in the midst of COVID-19, so only the person whose appointment is allowed in. They aren't allowed anyone with them. I've been sitting here praying that it would be a positive, good result for him when he sees a consultant. And I was reminded very strongly of an encounter I had with the Lord when I was here with my husband once before. So he unfortunately contracted prostate cancer about 10 years ago. And after radiotherapy and some years had elapsed, he had a reoccurrence of it, and so it was decided that he needed chemotherapy. He was very, very anxious about this, very anxious, and what it would do to him, how he would feel, would he be unwell when he had it, how it would be. And I was reminded of an encounter that I had with the Lord, well, we had with the Lord really, at that first chemotherapy session. I came along with my husband to sit and keep him company, and we went into the suite, and there were individual chairs and all the paraphernalia for linking up to the drugs, etc., intravenous drugs. And as he sat there, he was nervous. He told me he was nervous, and the nurse came along, and after everything else they had to do, they put the drug in the fluid up on the drip stand, and was about to attach it to the whatever you call it that's in your arm as the liquid goes in. And it had a cover over it, and it had like highly toxic and all sorts of things like that written on it, which served to make my husband and myself feel even more anxious. But as I sat and looked at it, I started praying. I held his hands and we started praying together. And as I did that, I had the most amazing picture. I do get pictures from the Lord from time to time. If he's trying to tell me something, sometimes he communicates like that. It was a strange. It was strange to me when that first started to happen, but I'm used to it now, and I expect it to happen sometimes. So as we sat there and we watched the nurse, and she was about to link my husband up, I had this picture, and it was a picture of the fluid, the clear fluid flowing into my husband's arm through it's a cannula, that's it, through the cannula. And instead of thinking toxic, highly toxic, as was written on it, this drug, danger, etc., warning, instead of thinking of it as a dangerous drug that was entering my husband's body, and what was it going to do to him? Was it going to ravage his body? What was it going to do? I saw this picture that actually it was a carrier fluid, and the carrier fluid, this clear fluid, was like the Holy Spirit, the living water of the Holy Spirit. And that's what the Lord said to me, what is going into your husband's arm, it's my spirit, my living water. I am the carrier of this drug. I am taking this drug into your husband's body to go to the place where it's needed and where it's going to fight and kill off the things that shouldn't be there. It's fighting that battle there within him. And my Holy Spirit is the living water that is flowing into him. So you needn't fear. He needn't fear. And actually that what was flowing in was something, instead of being something dreadful and awful and toxic, it was something really good and positive and healing. And the healing spirit of the Lord was entering my husband's body and actually carrying the drug to the place it needed to go. And it was a really positive experience and positive picture that I had. And I was able to talk to my husband and say, don't worry, because I've just seen this beautiful picture. And although, yes, the drug in itself is toxic, the carrier of this drug isn't toxic and is ever loving and ever healing. And you mustn't fear that this is going into you, because actually It's a really positive way to look at it, a positive thing that I've been shown. So he continued to think like that, and I continued to think like that all through the sessions that he had to undertake. And it was a great way of feeling a sense of peace about it. And since that encounter, and since I saw that picture, I've been able to share that with so many other people I've come into contact with. Acquaintances, people that I've just met, other people are about to start treatment like that, and I've been able to tell them about this encounter I had and this picture I had, and it's given them a whole new way of thinking about it. Instead of fearing it and fearing the toxic drug, they're starting to embrace it in its healing water form. And I thought that was just such a lovely picture that was shown to me at such a very difficult and worrying time, and it was a way that the Lord came to me to give me a message for my husband. I hope that helps you, or it helps someone that you know if you share that with them.